Well, Telly, you're amazingly bad and frightening in that one. In fact, I don't think I've seen a movie when you haven't been bad. Sometimes you're nice and charming bad, and
well, I'm not
sometimes just
gonna
awful
buy
bad.
any of that, It's just that's what you remember, the bad movies that I was in. But I must admit that film clip, what's it called?
It's called A Town Called Bastard.
Gee, sounds more like a bastard called Telly.
But it can't possibly be typecasting, can it? I wonder if it's something to do with the fact that you're bald. Are you bald on purpose?
No, not necessarily God's will. He did leave a little something up there, but I had it shaved when I played Pontius Pilate in The Greatest Story Ever Told. And I guess I was the heavy in that, too. Getting back to your point, you can't ever remember. There were times when on the cinema screen I've been soft and sentimental, sometimes almost romantic. Those producers have since gone out of business.
I don't think I've ever seen any of those films. But the name, too, the name is very, very strange. It's not really Telly, though, is it, Telly?
Oh, it's Telly, and it's been Telly long before that Telly has been around.
Well, what's the real long name?
Telly is the diminutive of Aristoteli, which is a Greek name. Anglicized and bastardized, it's Aristotle. But in Greek, it's Aristoteli, and Telly is the affectionate short name for it.
Well, what's a nice Greek boy like you doing in a business like movies?
Well, let me tell you, times I play mean, it's for money. When I'm being soft and sentimental, I like to do it because that's my real nature.
I see. But you went into the movies by accident, didn't you?
Quite by accident, and I think it was a happy experience for me. It's nice to be overcompensated for things you've been doing free all your life, and the acclaim meets affectionate ears as well. I like to have people tell me how they enjoyed me in pictures like A Town Called Bastard. I'd rather they remembered me when I blew a kiss across the room, but that doesn't happen very often.
I've never seen you blow a kiss across the room once.
Well, then it's important that you make that announcement right now. Put Telly in as the romantic lover and have somebody blow him a kiss every now and then.
But what's your background? I mean, how did you get into the acting business?
Well, that is a long story which I will avoid. My background as an actor is just life itself, The traumas, the hardships, the pleasant experiences, the people you meet along the way, and I'm a retentive kind of a guy. And then when the time did come for me to make believe for money, I just kept doing the things that I was doing for real, free. I think everyone's a potential actor. It's just that natural facility for being yourself when the red light goes on or the curtain goes up.
But I understand that you in fact, were studying psychology, weren't you? I mean, what made you leave something like that, which must be very lucrative, particularly in the United States of America, to go and be an actor?
It all depends on what you mean by lucrative. If you work
making money.
True, and that too is proportionately true. If all of a sudden you become an actor and they're compensating you maybe 3 or 4 times that which they pay the President of the United States, you can't say it's lucrative to work as a psychologist someplace in some remote clinic outside of New York, where they're paying you $10 or $20 a week. But I must admit this, that from a psyche point of view, or is it the psyche or the soul, it's more satisfying to be able to work with a human personality and maybe let your own affect theirs in an affectionate way.
You sound as if you treat the whole business of acting as a kind of gamble, and I know that you are a gambler. Do you have any little superstitions that I imagine almost all gamblers must have?
I think, if we're going to use that cliche, life is a gamble. Everybody needs his little gimmick, the rabbit's foot, the star, the astrology. All this, I think, is the edge we all need. And yes, I do have superstitions. If I don't have any, I create them for whatever the next gambling situation is. Unfortunately, in this time of my life, the gambling situations are usually the casinos of England. And my superstitions don't work, but when they start to do, I'm going to come back on your program and tell everybody about it.
What do you do when you first go into a gambling casino? What's your superstition then?
I make the dealer, either a pretty girl or a friendly dealer. I tell them that they're the enemy, and I'm there to do battle. I walk out defeated every time.
You make them hate you, in fact.
You must. That element of hate, I figure, is that dimension that a winner needs.
Well, we don't hate you on the screen. Telly, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.